father drum is the bottom end. It's the base of the band. It's the punch. It is simpler parts, but it's the thunder. And so we only have one. We only have one because with the bass guitar player, it's enough. Yeah. And it gives the fullness to the band. Now you're going to use mallets because you can do some muffling with a mallet that you can't do with a stick. But I think we're going to go to mallets. So you're going to learn a technique called dead sticking. Dead sticking is where, and you put your finger, you hold your sticks like this between your fingers, between the thumb and the first groove of the finger. And we'll give you a chance to practice this. And then you kind of stretch that finger out a little bit, as with a lot of our percussion instruments, so that you can put pressure. So now it acts more like a lever instead of a pivot point. It's more like a lever, so you can press. You don't want to put your finger right on the top because you might fall off and then you'll lose your stick. I usually just kind of slant it slightly off to the side here like that. Okay, so my fingers are kind of gripping it, can't go anywhere, right up against the pad of your hand. And this allows you to go, you can hold it down for a muted sound. It's called dead sticking. So we have some parts. I think Breeze, Louise. Got to get this straight. Breeze. It's Breeze is right there, that invisible person there. So there's a part, I think in Pan Logo where it goes, or maybe it's John Drege, but it goes. So it goes 1, 3, 1, or maybe it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Yeah, that's the way it goes. 1's dead, and then 3's open, and then so open, dead. So it's a press, and you see a lot of this in xylophone playing, not xylophone so much as marimba and vibraphone, because they can really resonate a lot, you know, those little bars. And so when they want to make it a dead sound, they just hold the mallet down on it, so they'll get some variation. It's variety is the spice of life. You don't want to always be playing loud or always be playing soft. You want to do something in between. So you have the roller coaster. Remember we were talking about that? Kind of going up and coming down. Anytime you want to kill off, that just is ringing, right? You don't want it to always be ringing. It covers people up. So when you want to like kill it off, just think about maybe going with your hand or with your stick. See how I just did this with my hand? You can even get a little sound, a different sound than hitting. So it's all about making different sounds. So that you'll see certo players, they'll use their hands to muffle the drum. They'll have one mallet, usually a big old furry mallet, and they'll be doing this with their hands. So if you want to, you can just go like this. Strong hand. So just use this as something to change the sound. Press on it, makes it higher. You can do this. See how it's changing? Just by pressing it. If you want to show off, you know, put this. Crazy with this. So you can do a lot with a father drum.